Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 8 of the Mario's Hard Espresso series, brought to you by Mario's Hard Espresso and Fast Car VRA. I'm your host, XWimdy, XX Royman XX, one half of the commentating team here at the VRA, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-commentator, Mr. Keith Jones, 430. How are you doing, my man?
Dude, it's Daytona, bro. Come on. I mean, look at this. Look at this sunrise at Daytona. We're not going to be doing it in the morning. We're going at night, but I'm stoked.
I am as well. This is going to be one of the most competitive races we have all season long. Like,
That's Daytona.
Could not.
That is Daytona. It's going to be so close. I don't even know where to start. I mean, penalties?
Yeah, let's start with some penalties from last week. If you all were not here last week, we went to Japan. We had some sushi, some sashimi. You know, we stood under some cherry blossoms for a few hours, and we had some fun. But some people didn't.
It was a lovely time hanging out with you under the cherry blossoms. I mean, it's all that I wanted with some Marios. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. But unfortunately, some people did not have the greatest race. Mainly, we're gonna start with some people. We're gonna start with some shoplifting and some Gavinator, both receiving -5 points for this video we're about to show you. Take a look. And
this is a restart.
To the restart. Yeah, coming up to the restart. And you can, yeah, that's a pretty big jump on the restart.
From shoplifting, right?
Yes, and
Gav on
Gavinator.
the left. Got it. So 5 points. So they're just getting 5 points off from the championship standings for that particular penalty, correct?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Just 5 points, but unfortunately, those 5 points did take out Gav from potentially winning the championship this season. So unfortunate for him.
Oof.
But, you know, he ran a great race. He ended up in P2, so, I mean, well, P3 actually, but, you know, he ended up having a great race.
Well, on the other side of things, we've got Mean Billie Jean over here with this move. We were making fun of shoplifting the entire time, trying to, because he kept exceeding the track limits. But this is on another level. I mean, honestly, I don't know why Mean Billie Jean didn't show up with a 737 and just fly around the track, because that is an insane cut.
I mean, you put it pretty pretty blatant there. Definite corner cut. But we're gonna move on. This would be. We're just gonna check this out. We're gonna see what happens. This is from Skin's point of view. We're gonna take a look at this. Oh my!
And
I mean, ladies and gentlemen,
this is spinning NASCAR, baby, and that's a pass-through penalty. Talk to us while this plays. Let's watch it a time or two again. What happens in a pass-through penalty?
well, obviously, I mean, it kind of self-explanatory, but we'll explain it here. So, pass-through is kind of like how NASCAR does it, except, you know, Forza is a piece of crap game. So, what they'll do is they'll come into the pits, they'll sit, they won't take tires or fuel, they will just pass right through. They'll skip both and go right through. Explained through a pass-through penalty.
Got it. All right. So the ruling for that one was a pass-through. The ruling, I don't know what the ruling for this one is, but we've got a lot of calamity here. This is aluminum pancake.
My. That was a one visible rocket. Oh my. That, ugh. Ugh.
So
Keith, why don't you take this one?
definitely, we can see Visible Rocket enter from stage left into a bowling alley where everybody is sitting ducks, sitting pins at the end of the bowling alley with Visible Rocket here as the bowling ball. What is the penalty for this action?
That would be a pass through. Not what he's expecting, but pretty well deserved, in my opinion.
Man, the fact that they only gave him one pass through for this particular incident is honestly surprising to me. Yeah, man.
We're gonna take a look at our final one, probably the most gruesome one, other than that Visible Rocket one. This one, shout out to Mikey, -5 points. Tied himself with Rick. Probably would have kept himself in the lead if he did not incur this penalty, but we're going to watch this in real time. You can see Rick on the outside. Oh, and... oh my god.
You know, Rick's just like, oh, I messed up a little. I need to get back on track. Mikey is the missile as he comes in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of which, I think we can bring Mikey in with us to talk about this if you like.
Yeah, let's bring him in here.
While we have that going up, we'll go ahead and bring up the points because we just talked about a couple of people who wound up with a point deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, is this points graphic reflective of those penalties?
Yes, this is accurate for the penalties. We do see the same top 5 we had last week. Only difference really being the 38-point difference between Andy and Canes. Last time that we brought this up was the pre-race show for Hakone. Canes had been in the lead for the entire season up to after Hakone. And now... we're seeing that Andy, after putting on an astounding performance from, being able to not worry as much about Canes, Canes obviously not having the race he wanted, but definitely Andy in a good position heading into the night.
I agree. I think that Mikey didn't qualify tonight.
I mean, that's not what he wants to
No
hear.
Mikey.
Not what we want to see.
No jumping.
No Mikey, no jumping. Jumping obviously coming off of a big win last week. Unfortunately, his hauler didn't make it back from the trip to Japan. Apparently, it was on the ferry back, and it sunk. The whole ferry sunk to the bottom.
Wow. So, I mean, all of Jumpin's work that he's put into that car, all of those liveries, gone.
Absolute. I mean, one of the livery makers here at the VRA, absolute machine when it comes to this stuff. But let's get a word in from Mikey. Mikey, this is Win and Keith in the booth. How are you doing, my man?
Frustrated. Frustrated. I was on my first lap of qualifying, and coming out of 4, my car bottomed out, so kind of killed any chance I had in making the race.
Yeah, not what we were expecting to see. How do you feel potentially, losing your spot in the championship now?
I mean, I was obviously I'm disappointed. Obviously was running great. Yeah. But I mean, I was kind of becoming a long shot for the title anyway. I would need Andy to have some bad luck, but it sucks. But I know I'm capable of winning races pretty much every week. So we'll go get him next season then.
Yeah, absolutely. I did want to get your thoughts heading into season 3. What are some big expectations for you as far as moving forward? Being in the top 5 this season is a great accomplishment. But how do you feel moving forward towards season 3?
I want to win a race. I mean, that's about it. I've had a race winning speed for most races this season, but just haven't been able to execute, whether it's been mistakes on me, just not having the speed at all. But my goal for next season is just win, because I mean, out of the 5 championship contenders, I'm the only one that has not won a race this season. But
I'm going to interrupt you guys real quick, because we've got Mikey's qualifying run up right now, and I'd love for you to talk us through what happened.
Bottomed out coming out of turn 4 on my first lap, and so that's about it.
We're coming
Second
across.
Lap was really, really slow.
We're coming across the start-finish line right now. It looks like you had to bail on your first qualifying lap, and then you had to come back, and your final lap was unfortunately off of a skip lap. Is that correct?
That is correct, yeah.
Dang. And then did you wind up bottoming out again?
No, I didn't bottom out again, but I had run practice laps on the tune I was using, and had no problems until I went out on track for my qualifying lap, and I bottomed out at a turn 4. Just really unfortunate, and a lot of bad luck.
Very unfortunate.
Nothing you can do about that.
Well, I guess sometimes it's how the cookie crumbles. Super unfortunate.
Also, yep. You guys mind if I join you in the booth tonight? I mean, I have nothing really better to do tonight, so.
Definitely something we can discuss right now. We're going to continue opening the show, and then we'll jump you back in.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, we're gonna move towards, as far as who do we think? I'll start with you, Keith, on this. Who do you think has the best shot to win tonight out of our top 5? We've got Rick, we've got Andy, we've got Canes. Canes the previous winner here from the opener. Who do you think has the big shot tonight?
Well, to be completely honest, I'm looking at a qualifying time off of what Mikey was just presenting us here, and it looks like I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, the Mustangs are going to create quite an issue for people today.
Oh, 100%. We have been having some people do some rivals times this week. We're going to have those up in just a second, ladies and gentlemen.
What we're looking at right now is the quality times for people to qualify to be able to get into qualifying for the race. We had a group of 30 drivers show up tonight, and there's only 22 slots available in this Daytona race. And so people had to actually show up and show that they were going to be able to keep up with the pack today. And this is one of the groups that qualified. We can see that Bullet Sponge wound up with a 42.9. Skins wound up with a 42.9. Those two guys in Mustangs. Unreal Tricks, I don't know. I believe he's in a Mustang as well with a 43.0. And then our first Camry showing up at a 43.167. So I mean, right now there is a 0.2 advantage to the Mustangs, and that's going to be a real formidable thing for the rest of the pack.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be a big, rough spot for anyone not running a Ford Mustang tonight. As we see here, we've got our rivals times from this week. Obviously, it's all Mustangs. I mean, that's about as American as it can be, if I'm being honest. But Some of these drivers are very familiar to me. One of them being Andy, one being Rick. Gar has shown up previously in VRA, but he's not, fully immersed. We'll call it that. Canes, previous points leader in the top 5. Hey, Keith is in the top 10. That's the craziest thing I've seen is Keith being in the top 10. And then rounding out the top 10 is Jumpin', and then Blaze right behind him, and then my lonely self in 44th spot.
We got to get you up on that speed.
That's going to change, ladies and gentlemen. Mark my words. But rolling in, we're getting the first qualifying laps of everyone. If we can take a look. Yeah, we're just getting some of our qualifying laps in now. So currently, pole spot is Unreal Tricks with a 43.04. That's not as low as I was expecting it to be, but definitely low. It's lower than any of the Camrys got today.
Yeah.
Speaking of Camrys, let's go to Camry leader. That would be Secret Soldier. That would be a 43.1. Right behind him is Rick, currently 3rd after the Mikey incident with a 43.167. So the Camrys are kind of, a little bit, meeting in the middle of each other. They're either really close to each other or they've got a few hundredths apart from them. So they're all kind of, tightly woven. They're a tight woven community together. But the Mustangs, they don't care about anybody. They are fully a 10th ahead of everyone right now.
Yeah, man. I don't even know.
Moving farther to the back, we do see former points leader Canes, the only, well, I shouldn't say only, the one of 2 Camaros in the top 10. Was not expecting the Camaros to do worse than the Camrys tonight. What would be the big factor for the Camaros tonight over the Camrys?
Yeah, it's really interesting. The Camaros seem to have an advantage through the corners specifically, that they have the opportunity to be able to retain more speed in draft through the corners. And so I'm really interested to see if we're going to see some runs coming out of 4 going across the start finish.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as we're getting ready to start the race, we're going to go ahead and take a second to talk about our lovely sponsors over at Mario's. You can use code VRA10 at marioshardsespresso.com or drinkmarios.com to get 10% off your next purchase. Mario's Hard Espresso is a fantastic beverage that is pretty much the best combination of caffeine and a good time. These guys are a family-run business that has been doing this for the last 60 years. They just recently started sharing their family heritage with this Hard Espresso with everybody, and I've got to say, I mean, it is some of the tastiest Hard Espresso that I've ever experienced.
Yeah, absolutely. Keith has been hyping this up for me for a while. He's been telling me to get some. I still have not gotten any, but Keith, I promise you, I will get some. I promise, I will get some. Hopefully, Mario's will be nice to me and send me some out. Greatly appreciate it, Mario's, if you could do that. Please do it. As we're getting ready to take the pace lap out. should be getting ready to go any second.
So just to take a quick second to showcase our current quality times on the pole, we've got Unreal Tricks with a 43.048. We've got Exotic Forza in second with a 43.096. Moving down the field, we've got Secret Soldier with a 43.1.
I am not ready.
Copy.
I had to fully reset because
Copy.
I did not ready spectate.
Copy. Alrighty, well, we're gonna shift gears here and get ready to go green with everyone. Again, we've got Unreal Tricks up front with Exotic Forza on the outside pole. So to start the race with VRA, we do it a little bit differently. We actually do a pace lap for the first lap for formation. Anybody that has to serve penalties is moved to the back at this point in time. They prepare if they have to do any sort of pass-throughs like we were discussing earlier. And this allows everybody to have an opportunity to warm up their tires, to double check that they got the right amount of fuel and stuff to be able to go for the race. And as we get to the line on the first start, we actually go green at the line. Moving forward, if we wind up having a caution, we'll actually go green based off of the lead drivers. There's a small window that they're going to be passing here in just a second. You'll see a blue triangle coming up over to the left side of your screen where the pit entrance is. That is the restart zone. But for right now, it's the start-finish line. And here we go, boys.
Absolutely.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
We are
Let's go
green
racing.
at Daytona. 81 laps of pure carnage now ensues, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be bumpy. It's going to be hectic. Now, one thing to keep in mind with these Mustangs up front, as Rick, our veteran risk taker.
Oh, Rick!
Mustang.
He's got to do this to be able. Oh, who was that into the wall? Was that Exotic Forza? Stays in it. Oh man, we've got some good stuff coming, dude. This is gonna be fantastic racing.
Absolutely. Now, one thing that some of these drivers need to keep in mind is that high line is going to be the big shot line tonight. It is the line to be on for anyone. Because not only are you gonna, well, the only downside to running the high line here is, unfortunately, losing speed in the corners. That's pretty much it. Other than that, you gain so much speed coming off of the backstretch, it's not even funny. These Mustangs will hit quite a bit of speed. I've seen some hit 216 off these corners in the draft.
Whoa, Aluminum getting a good run there.
Yeah, making it 3 wide instantly. We do not care who runs controller or not.
Rick up here battling these Mustangs, letting them know that he is not leaving without a fight.
He's blocking everyone he possibly can. They're going to send it 3 wide, turn 3. Can they hold on? 1 into the wall. That's the 7. I believe that was Secret Soldier. I could be wrong. I do believe that was. 3 wide back into the tri-oval. On board with the 9. That's NASCAR, baby. Currently in the back in 20th. Trying to form a draft line with Skins. One of the only Mustangs that have just been chilling in the back. You know, he's trying to work his way back up.
Hawk, Orion, and Denver Maid back here trying to make something happen with a flying V formation. They're holding pace. They're not letting Axial get away, but are they going to be able to get themselves back up in that lead pack? Look at that lead pack entering turn 1, man.
We're going to find out, man. But I will say this, Keith. From what we started with at the beginning, at round 1, when we went to Daytona the first time, the racing has gotten so much better. It's gotten so much faster. We've had new drivers come in when their very first race with us, and then continue to keep on winning. Like, it's
completely agree.
It's been an insane season so far. The only thing that currently is gonna stop Rick is a wreck coming off that back stretch. But right now, he is all by himself out in front. Andy sitting back in 11th, Mikey out, jumping out, Kane's in dead last. Rick has all the energy he needs to save till the end to be able to get that 11 car back into the winner's circle. He won at Sunset. His only win on the road at Sunset. Now looking for another win. Trying to show these new drivers what veterans can really, really do. As we see a car go straight in to the back fence. That was the 22. Let's try to get a possible replay of that.
And our replay is up. We're on board with Skins right now.
This is lap 8. Leader's coming around to take lap 11 next time around. We're going to stay with Skins just for a moment. They're going to go into, come out of turn 4. See, he's getting a really good draft off of NASCAR, baby. Hit the tri-oval, go into lap 9. They're going to hit turn 1, and out of turn 1 is where we should see the 22 car. We nailed it correctly. We should see him straight into the catch fence on the left. You just saw him barely there. They went so fast past him. But that 22 car went so hard into the catch fence. We hope he's all right.
Couldn't agree more, man.
That was wild.
Speaking of which, it looks like NASCAR, baby. UCane's going into the pit, but everybody else is choosing to stay out. Interesting choice. It's interesting that everybody's choosing to prioritize track position over getting on the fresh tires to be able to extend their green flag run.
while that is true, these hard tires are meant to stay up for a considerable amount of laps. Usually severe tire wear for these, for these races usually hits around the 20-ish lap mark. But you can still run significantly more than that. These fuel tanks allow you to run 31 laps of green flag racing. Now, is that advertised as being a good idea? No, 100% not. Should be somewhere in the 26, 27, 28 range. Around there to be able to make sure that you can actually hold on with fuel.
So I wanted to take a second
track position
to talk about our restart process here. So you saw a second ago everybody was single file, and then they started kind of jockeying back and forth. So on the second pace lap, you have the opportunity to select whether you want to go high or low. And sometimes a lot of people will select that low line, and just like with what Real Tricks got, he got the opportunity to pass a couple of people to get up onto that pole position as we go green.
Rick getting a huge jump. He let everybody. Now, unfortunately, it's not going to stay that way. I bet Rick was thinking that. But, man, it's not going to last for long. The Mustangs are going to catch up, and he's got a couple of Camry drafting buddies. That's the Baby and Pancake.
Unrealistic got left, man. These Camrys, dude.
I wouldn't expect him to stay behind for too much longer. He's gonna take the high side by himself. Now
caution
watch
on
this,
Real
folks.
Tricks. Oh,
we have a caution.
Don't know what happened here.
Looks like Crip drops 11 seconds.
The question right now is who's going to be pitting?
Exactly. Because we just had 11 green laps of racing, and then we go back to 1. To be honest, I don't think any of the front runners should pit. I think they've still got enough laps left before another caution to potentially make it out even farther in front. But we're gonna see.
Who's gonna go? Looks like Unreal staying out.
Everybody in the back.
Good choice.
Everyone in the back.
So Gavinator, Vanilla Cummins. I can't pronounce Axel's name. Denver Maid. NASCAR Baby Skins. Ucanes.
Now, something to keep in mind here, Keith, is that Canes quite literally pit 2 laps ago on lap 11.
Is that right?
That is 100% right. He's got to be doing something weird. You know, we might have another jumping strategy on us at this point.
He pit again, but he didn't take full fuel. Oh, he's in the Camaro, so he's only taking 22 laps of fuel that I'm seeing here.
Yeah, that Camaro is mainly known for that corner ride on the inside and then the exit to the outside.
He's hanging
so definitely don't
way
want to
back.
Be feeling it
oh, man. Did you Canes have a quali tune on coming into this race?
You know, I think he might have. That might explain why he's in the back.
He's doing everything he can because you can see that he's in first gear, which means, wow, He's going to try to jump the start so that he can get up to speed to be able to keep up with the field. That's interesting.
It could work out.
Is he going to time it
but,
out?
I mean, we're going to see 7 seconds back of Denver. You can see him
way in the back there.
Off turn 4. We go back green. Maybe. Yes, we are going back green.
Does not look like he made it.
Goodness.
Oh. He's a great angle for us, though, to be able to see how much chaos is ensuing up front.
Yeah, we can see first gear. Not normally what a NASCAR is tuned for, but surprisingly, he's only a second back.
As we jump back up front, we have a new leader in Da Baby with Unreal Tricks hanging out up front, man. I mean, him and Exotic Forza, 2 Mustangs trying to show that they exist, I suppose, because where are the rest of the Mustangs?
I could not tell you. One I know is Skins back in 17th. Definitely not where he wants to be. Possibly took the wrong tune from somebody, but I mean, he might just be holding back.
So crazy. There's a little bit of squirreliness coming from Denver Made there. Oh, NASCAR to the bottom of the track. What happened there?
I mean, at this... Oh, no. We're going to get a repeat of Hakone, Keith.
Oh, no.
Skins behind NASCAR, baby. Is he going to do it? Is he going to pin him? Vanilla taking the low side. Axe taking the low side. And everybody's going around him. And then it's the shuffle game now, folks.
Here's what happened to NASCAR just a second ago.
Taking that low side. Does he catch the apron or does he get hit in the back? Oh, he gets a massive draft.
Oof.
He gets a massive push to the bottom.
Wow.
That looked like...
I
think that was Bullet Sponge.
I couldn't quite see personally. Jumping on board with Orion, who's... oh, wow, holy cow, as Skins into the wall.
Oh! Skins into the wall, getting caught up.
And I don't know if this is a caution or not, because it is only one car that was involved.
We're gonna find out.
As the leaders come to the line, are we shutting down? No. We are not. We are still green.
They are going.
Skins out here by himself, man. That sucks.
Not where that Mustang wants to be, but also kind of also where he might want to be in some instances. That Mustang has the highest top speed out of all of these cars, but solo, you're not really going to see it anywhere. We're going to jump to the replay.
All right.
If we're able to, of that 14.
Replay's up.
We're going to look at the 14.
Oh, NASCAR baby again.
Huge.
Just trying to avoid NASCAR kicking it out of a caution, you know?
You know, obviously that could have been some payback for Hakone, but I mean, that's not where you want to do it at all.
You know, I don't think I actually had it presented. Do you want to show that again?
Yes, I will get that back up.
We're looking at the leaders right now. Crazy battle happening up top. I mean, we've got a pack of, what is it? 9 cars right now as we are.
Pack back a 7, it looks like.
Yeah.
But I mean, man, it's been unreal tricks. We've had Hawk up here now.
As we go 3 wide up front.
Now let's go back to that replay of Skins on board with the 14 NASCAR baby out in front.
Oh heavens!
Now they're gonna enter.
We've got an accident.
Oh, my
Rick
goodness.
flipping end over
God.
end. Holy cow!
Oh my! No! Oh my!
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for what you just saw. I don't know how that 11 car is still driving. Oh my word.
As we go to the replay of what just happened. Oh, actually, no, not yet. We are under caution. And here's why we're under caution. Oh, man.
Obviously. Oh my god.
You know, you said it at the beginning of the broadcast. It was Rick the risk taker, and he decided to take that risk, take it 3 wide, and unfortunately that wound up being the result. It's a question mark. Are we going to wind up being able to see much 3 wide racing this evening?
Well, judging by how that went, I think people are going to be a lot more conservative on how
I gotta ask something. Am I
I
seeing raindrops on this camera?
Is it raining? Oh my, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody
Did
diving
not
into the
check.
pits.
Oh fuck. And
What?
everybody except
This-
the leaders. Oh my.
This changes
big
everything.
Turnaround.
A super speedway
Holy crap.
in the rain.
Now,
Dude,
fortunately
Unreal Tricks
enough-
didn't pit. Exotic Forza didn't pit. Sup with it Andy didn't pit. Secret Soldier didn't pit. Dude, Sup with it Andy. I mean, where is he in the points right now?
Andy's up for the lead.
Sup with it Andy, in the lead of the points, is in 3rd place right now on hard tires with rain coming out.
Now, fortunately, the great owners of the VRA have equipped these NASCARs with special wet tires for if we encounter these kinds of conditions. But we were not expecting it to rain at all. We did not have this in the forecast whatsoever.
I am. Oh man.
Oh, and you can see some of these cars are getting a
Okay,
little,
we gotta take a
swervy
second.
up
We gotta go through the field. Who was able to make it happen? So NASCAR's on wets. Rick is on wets. Skins on hards at the back of the field. As we can see him losing it there on the bank. Pits are. Oh man.
Now. Oh my goodness! Yeah, you
Boom.
can see
So-
everybody.
This is going
Everybody that did not hit last lap going in now.
to be a complete reset of the field. Rick was just involved in that wreck, and he is now back up to 4th. How does this man wind up with such luck that the caution that he's involved in that he had no direct reason for wound up timing out just perfectly where he was able to get into the pits as the raindrops started falling? I mean, just wild. What a lucky lucky situation.
That is absolutely one of the greatest comebacks of VRA history. Oh my, what a race that we're gonna have. I'd like to go to the replay, if we're able to, of Rick. We're gonna watch this 11 car.
I mean,
entering the turn.
should he have taken this 3 wide? That's a question mark. I mean,
That's
ultimately,
a
they
very
were holding it
considerable
well.
Question mark. And we're just gonna.
Forza
we're
glue,
gonna watch-
dude.
Oh my gosh. You know, Hawk not having the greatest of moments there either. But I'm purely shocked that he did not die.
And we are green. As we see so much rain coming down.
Now, somebody we didn't talk about too much, that would be that 56 of Gavinator. One of the, main top runners of the past few weeks. He's had 5 top 5s, five consistent top 10s over the past 5 weeks. I mean, he's been on a tear, on an absolute tear through these people. But, that's not going to last for a lot longer. As we're going to see Rick after, taking the hardest wreck I've seen anyone take in the VRA. Absolutely just
taking us across the start finish once again. I mean, when we talk about Speed Race, we can't not talk about Rick as we go 3 wide yet again with rain out.
And it is pitch black. 3 wide in the rain. Not something people want to be doing at this point in time. But definitely is a strategy that could get you some positions.
What's really interesting right now, I did not think this is what I would be seeing. I don't see a Mustang up front at all.
You know what? I think the only one would be the 42, and he's not super far back, but he is within the top 10.
Yeah, let's jump in and see what he's got going. He is back in 7th right now. Stuck on that bottom side. If you want to make movement at Daytona, you've gotta take the risk, like Rick has been, about jumping up and getting into that high line to be able to make those moves.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're seeing a lot. The one thing that's been super consistent is bump drafting. That's been the game changer on this track. It's separated packs so quick at this track. It's not even funny.
This is true.
As we can see now, if you can see the pancake view, you can see Rick, you can see NASCAR, you can see Skins. It's a 2-line train. As
oh heavens!
Jeez, people! That 24 of Hawk is not
4
gonna
wide.
let Rick get away.
Oh, are we staying green? Wow, Rick got shuffled way back from that.
Absolutely shoveled. That 24 of Hawk is not going to let Rick get away with absolutely manipulating the field. I mean, come on. Mikey's wreck at Hakone with him was pretty bad, but that was pretty blatant at that point.
I mean, taking a look at Rick, we're doing 211 miles an hour in the rain, bumper to bumper.
Oh.
I mean, oh my God, we're going 3 wide. Is that Skins?
Yeah, that's the 14 of Skins, the Uranus on the bottom, and that's 75. And I mean, jeez, ladies, this is not what we expected at all. Now, one person I don't think has benefited from this whatsoever is Canes. 100%. It has been you, Canes.
Oh, whoa!
Not his.
Oh, dang! Kudos to Andy holding that together. Wow, being pushed down onto the apron, almost into the grass, made it back into traffic without getting completely annihilated. Very impressive.
Now, I would like to point. Oh, Hawk giving him a big block up top. That might not sit well with right now. The only Mustang in the top 5, that's Skins.
Skins is up there in 4th. Skins!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not... I'm being 100% serious. Me and Keith were not expecting this whatsoever. We had the biggest wreck in VRA history, and now we're having possibly the biggest race we've had, other than the season finale, in the rain.
Oh! Caution's out. We are racing to the line.
And that's Vanilla getting a still side, and they finally spins them out. I mean, come on.
We'll have to check out the replay from Vanilla on that.
Yeah, we're watching Vanilla now.
So
let's watch the footage.
While he's coming back up, we'll take a second. So the only people who are in this race that are still mathematically in the points are Skins, Rick, Canes, and Andy. Skins up front right now in 3rd place. Up with Andy in 4th, and Rick in 5th before pits. They're getting ready to go into pits now, but yeah, let's take a look at that replay.
Absolutely on board with the 88 of Vanilla Cummins, side by side with Unreal Tricks, Blaze, Pancake. Everybody is going to get involved. They go into turn 3 and just wipe out. I mean,
oh man, what calamity!
Hit. And he is getting a ride from Bullet, and he just gets sent into the outside wall. Thankfully, did not get right rear hooked into the wall, which would have been even worse for him at that point.
I completely agree. And we're jumping on board with Rick right now. We can see he's pitting. We can see Gavinator's pitting, NASCAR Baby, Uranus, Canes, Moneybag Crip, and Vanilla Cummins. Interesting that people are choosing to stay out on the wets. I mean, these wets, as soon as they start to go here at Daytona, you're in the wall. I mean, there isn't an if, and, or but. You are in the wall.
Oh, 100%. Rick being the smart man that he is at this point in time, maybe his brain, gained a few, he probably gained a few smartness cells in his brain after that wreck. He probably got a concussion, maybe a broken neck.
The fact that his car is driving after that wreck. I mean, let's be honest here.
And the fact that he's been running up front after getting a broken neck. I mean, he's been on a tear.
Facts. Absolute facts.
But definitely, I want to take a look at Skins. I want to see how his tires are doing in that 14. He's doing pretty good.
I can't agree more. So, let's see.
But we're going to come back, coming off turn 4, going to go back to the green flag. Hawk going to have restart priority.
As we get to the blue, that is where we go green. And we are
back green. Hawk not getting the boost he wanted. Skins in the position where he wants to be. In the Mustang up front. with slower cars behind him.
I've got to ask one question, though. And we're looking at skins. How are his tires? 24 and 27% on the right side. Is that going to be enough to get to the next caution flag? Or are we going to see our first green flag pit stops?
You know, honestly, I think they might survive. Judging by how many we've had so far, we've had 2 in the rain and 2 not in the rain. I mean, I think Skins can hold on for probably another, 10 or 12 laps.
And as we jump back with poor Ucane stuck out here in first gear, just watching everybody rip out in front of him. He has not been able to time it out yet.
I mean, he's only.
Oh, his
3
vanilla gets
seconds
loose.
back, oh my goodness, that's another. And he.
Oh, that's gonna be a caution.
Oh
my God!
He was tempted to quit the race immediately. He's been involved in the last 3 wrecks. I mean, I would consider doing it at that point as well.
The question is, are we on a caution cooldown?
We potentially could be, but we are in the rain, so they may waive it.
Not hearing. As Sup with Andy takes us to the line and leads what I believe is his first lap led.
Yes, first laps led despite being in the back in the top 10 for most of it, but being on that lower end. As we are getting word now, Bullet Sponge has retired from the race. After getting in that wreck with Vanilla Cummins, after sending him into the wall, he felt really bad. But he is officially gone. His car was toast after that.
Unfortunate. I do want to say, if I'm seeing this correctly, we've got Skins in 11th, 12th. We've got a 12-car pack running up here at the front. I mean, this is some fantastically close racing.
Absolutely, but the one thing that we've been watching is the 3 wide pack groups with some people that don't need to be, in the middle.
Completely agree.
Thank goodness they're running.
Oh, it sounds like we might be going into.
Man, this pack up front is just screaming down the front stretch. I mean, I'm up at the press box and I can feel how wet the track is from up here.
Is it just me or is the roof leaking?
It might be, honestly. We've had so many storms down here in Daytona over the past week. I mean, it's not even funny. This is like the first day we've had dry track conditions, and it just had to be ruined. Just like the actual Daytona 500, we get the same exact treatment, except we actually run in the rain.
Let's bring Mikey into the booth. I've been hearing about some reports that he's been making. I think he might be able to bring us up to speed on some stuff that we may have missed.
Now let's bring him in. Mikey, this is Wynn and Keith in the booth. How's the weather down on the front stretch? We're having some technical
we're hearing
difficulties,
cautions coming out.
Gotta wonder who caused it.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Oof.
Yes, Mikey. We can hear you.
All right. Hey guys.
How is the weather on the front stretch?
Wet.
Oh my gosh, as Rick gets annihilated.
Oh my.
Oh, we've got cars flipping through the infield.
No, that's Secret Soldier. Oh my
Lasers in it.
goodness. I mean,
Wow.
on
So
the
what-
plus side though, this is the highest I've seen Eucane's place all the race.
Yeah, from what I've seen, Eucanes has really been struggling. I heard I heard he's stuck on a qualifying tune. He's been struggling all night in that 21 car.
We can absolutely
I think we
confirm that.
confirmed.
And as we're jumping on with skins to see exactly what happened, it looks like somebody got down onto the apron and
Oh
came
my-
up to get him. Who else was involved in that? We got the Rick up
obviously
front.
Rick,
Guys,
that was.
Oh!
we got a report that Crip has DNF'd out of the race.
Ah, man, we've had some serious engine troubles today with people's
when
engines
the
blowing.
comes, bullies right through him.
Definitely got.
I mean, and we're gonna watch Secret just about. I mean, he about sent him into the shadow realm. I mean, that was awful. I mean,
wow.
Keith, what do we even say to that?
Well, I mean, you know, it's one of the biggest accidents that we've seen today.
Oh,
The question is, who is responsible for the head of that?
I think whoever was behind. I mean, whoever was behind Skins definitely was part of the problem.
Aluminum Pancake up here. See what he saw. Oh man, is that Gavinator or is that
Oh my!
Gavinator?
That was
Aluminum Pancake and
Gavinator.
Gav.
We about see another car, you know, caress that outside turn 4 wall, just
We lost
like Rick.
Gavinator's speed. Wow.
I mean, Pancake
Let's
killed
let's
Gavin.
bring Aluminum in. Let's hear what he has to say about what happened from his perspective.
Let's bring him in here. Aluminum, this is Wind and Keith in the booth. You want to
Yeah.
explain what happened?
How you guys doing? Yeah, that last caution, I guess, with Gavin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks. I thought he just tried to make a move down low, but that's why I was like, oh man, you're not clear, not clear. But it looks like he had to move for someone else, from what I heard. I didn't get a really good look at it, but you know, I feel like that might have just been a racing incident, so I'm not too hot-headed about it.
Copy that.
Yeah, obviously not where. I mean, other than
Oh,
your
and
wreck,
we-
I mean,
We are going green.
we're gonna go back green. Well,
Oh my god. That 42
I mean-
car did not get going on the restart.
Pancake, we'll keep you in here for a little bit. We'll want to get
All
your
good.
thoughts. How do you feel about the Rick incident? You know, I mean, he carouseled on turn 4 wall, just about doing it again, and almost getting shot by an arrow in the form of Secret Soldier. I mean, how do you feel that he's been able to stay in this race?
Yeah, it's surprising, but you know, this fucking pardon my language, this little kind of surprise for all of us with this rain. I feel like everyone kind of has to make little adjustments that they weren't expecting. So I'm just trying to keep my head on a swivel. I've been feeling pretty good running up front for a lot of the race, so I feel like I still feel pretty good about making my way back up there. So it'll be all right.
Awesome, man. Well, we'll let you get back to it. We know you got to focus with all of this water coming down at you.
Thanks, boys.
Mike, what do you have for us? What can you inform us that we may have missed?
On that restart, I saw the 42 of Exotic 4s. I think he restarted around 8th or 9th. He did not get going on that restart at all.
Oh, man.
We're seeing him back in 10th currently. Back to 11th. I will say that, I mean, it might as well be everybody in the same pack, except for the top 5.
Yeah,
Because of that,
go ahead.
good. Yeah, what that terrible restart by Forza, the front pack is kind of separated into two packs. You got Unreal Tricks reading that second group, running in that 6th position, while the top 5 have broken away from the rest of the field.
Absolutely. One thing I would like to take note of is I'd like to take note of that of our last place driver. That'd be you, Canes. He's suspiciously he is not that far. Well, it just updated. He's not that far back. I mean, I wonder what would happen if he shifted that car into second. I mean, that gearbox would be shot if he threw that thing into second. I wouldn't see that thing lasting a whole nother lap.
Another car that has lost the draft. Skins in that 14, running back in 17th. He has completely lost the draft.
Yeah, back almost 3.5 seconds to Millicom. He might. I mean, Kane's definitely needing some help. But you can see Skins is just lost focus with the pack. But looking at it, I would say he is not. I mean, Skins absolutely needs to drop back. He needs to push Canes. Canes needs to be the push car.
Wonder what happened to Skins on that restart.
I mean, oh, and that was NASCAR getting wall glue. And you saw him. He went from 205 to flat out 60 that quick. He is 100% gonna need NASCAR to help him catch up. I think they could. Skins is not willing to participate with anyone at this point in time. Currently 6 seconds back of Vanilla, almost 8 back of... I mean, I don't believe it. Rick is still out front. Like, that man is on a mission. Like, he heard that jumping was not coming today. He heard Canes was not on a good tune. And Andy's been struggling all race. I mean, Rick has exceeded expectations today.
And I'm not out there either.
That is true.
Well, I don't have exact calculations yet, but with Canes running in the back of the field, he will definitely lose a ton of points. With Andy running up in the 6th position, I believe Canes would lose around maybe 60 to 65 points. So based on where he's running right now, Canes would be out of contention following tonight's race.
Oh, man.
As for Rick, he would stay alive. He is currently 4 positions ahead of Andy. That's about, I want to say, 20 points. So if the race ended right now, Rick would be around 30 points back heading into Homestead. Yeah, Rick is doing exactly what he needs to do right now.
He's got some brethren Camrys behind him.
Now, I'm looking in the middle of this pack. You got Secret Soldier in the middle of 3 wide right here. I believe that's the sidebar as well.
Yeah,
I don't like
Forza up
what
in
I'm
the
seeing
top
in the
10.
middle of the pack. Secret Soldier in the middle. Uranus is up there on the top.
Now, something we do, or I would like to keep in mind at least, we are technically within a one-stop window.
Got 3 wide for the lead up here.
Yeah, Forza going on the high side. It looks...
Whoa, contact between Exotic and Hawk.
Now, Hawk not letting anybody get past him today. He sent Rick twice. You know, Rick able to capitalize on that, and now Hawk's just taking it on everybody. Forza getting high into the wall. I could not tell you.
Well, turn 2, it's that tide car. It's Axe.
Yeah, Axe dropping back a few spots. I do believe he did hit the wall coming off of turn 2. Well, obviously still trying to recover from that wreck a few laps ago.
Some cars coming to pit road. Rick, Secret Soldier, and I believe that's Blaze as well.
We're gonna watch him come back off turn 4. We're gonna see. Oh, like Gav is gonna get. Gav trying to make as much time back as he could. We're gonna. Oh my goodness. Well, now the question is do we bring Gav or do we bring Blaze? I mean, Blaze coming out of the pits respectively, but Gav absolutely getting smoked.
Orion is coming to pit road, guys.
We're gonna see. I mean, this is what I was talking about, guys. That outside line is going to be the top spot for someone to be coming up to the end of this race.
With what I'm seeing right now, the lead pack is split into 2. You got the first 5 cars out there leading their group, and you got Axe, Uranus, Pancake, and that 3-car tandem who is separated from the main pack. Got Vanilla coming to pit road here. The Skins and NASCAR Baby following as well.
We are staying green. Apparently only a single car wreck. Gav did not lose as much pace as he necessarily could have. Back in 13th, was in 10th at time of wreck. Who is that? As we see Uranus getting the wall. Let's see who it is. Oh my! I know exactly.
Looks like it's Vanilla. He's slow coming into turn 1.
That 88 is just. Yeah, we're gonna watch this. We've got the replay ready.
That's a huge break for Skins and NASCAR Baby too.
Absolutely, you canes. But now we're going to see, we should see what should be the last of the green flag pit stops.
Coming to pit road, guys. Top 10.
All right. Now we're going to watch Vanille come out of the pits. You know, those fresh, wet tires, not what he wanted to be, come straight in front of Blaze. You know, tempting that quit once again. I mean, he might as well do it.
Guess who's the race leader? It's Mr. Rick.
It does seem that Blaze's camera got shot up in the middle of that. Unfortunate for him. But we're going to go back up to the lead pack. That would be Rick, Orion, Skins back up there, Trix, Vanilla, after getting a really bad run, after wrecking into Blaze, still up in the top 5. Secret, the baby, Forza, has been running up front all day. Andy, needing to get anywhere near Rick to keep his championship alive.
Just hoping for both Andy and Rick to have problems leading this thing.
Now, unfortunately, we're gonna stare at what appears to be Ucane's getting possibly the biggest jump start we've ever seen in VR history. He's gonna come off turn 4. As we go green.
Rick got a huge jump there.
It's exactly like his previous restart. He got a huge jump. Who's he going to take with him? It seems to be Skins.
If Rick and Skins
get a
can
really
get
good
teamed
restart.
up.
Now there, did Rick get an insane restart, or did Orion just not go?
I would like to think that Rick has actually gotten good restarts. I mean, he's had a previous restart where he put somebody like 8/10 down.
It doesn't really matter now because that 40 car is going to the lead.
Yeah, the insane collab of Coors Light and Kiss is hugging the bottom with a Toyota Camry right now. That appears to be Secret Soldier.
All turn 1 exotic.
Wow. How is he on the wall so much and still staying in it? As we go 3 wide up front for the lead.
Oh my goodness. We cannot have that.
What
Rick!
a move. Oh, Rick in the wall.
Rick is going to the back.
Hard into the wall. Gets shuffled back. He went from first to just outside the top 10.
The ball on the tri-oval.
Oh, man.
This
is...
slobber in the wall. Tricks into the wall. I mean, these wet tires are not holding up as well as they should be.
Skirt Baby has lost the draft, guys, running in 17th.
Oof.
Oh, man.
Rough.
Now, something to keep in mind, Canes is only the second back of him.
Oh, as
Could he
Rick gets
potentially-
into Andy there.
Oh, my. Rick not letting up. Tricks back into the wall, getting shuffled back. I mean, everybody's hitting the wall. I mean, these wet tires are not holding up whatsoever.
Oh. I think there was a block that was thrown there on Vanilla, and luckily Vanilla was able to hold on to it, unlike when he came out of the pits earlier.
We're going to see somebody. That was Trix. Trix got sent super far back. Got glued. Not too much, but enough to send him back. Vanilla has been aching for a win since Indianapolis. That was so long ago.
Car on the wall, turn 2, Axe.
Axe taking a huge hit off the wall. He's gonna lose the draft.
Oof, he is dropping back heavy.
That's what the draft will do, folks. You lose it and you are out.
All right, guys, who you got? In a 3 wide.
Now something to watch is Rick 3 wide. He wants the win. He wants the points over Andy.
As Blaze drops back, maybe he'll be able to team up with Axel.
He's up here too. Don't count him out.
Rick being real risky on that high line.
I mean, it says it on his back bumper, risk taker. I mean, I like to think he adopted that from me, and I mean, it's pretty obvious he did, but I mean, he is absolutely sending it. Oh, and that
third one, Trix.
Trix hard into the wall.
That 87 car is really struggling, guys.
That car is out.
He's going back there with you, Keynes, at this point.
He might as well. I mean, maybe Keynes can push back to a win. We've got 13. We got 15 to go. 14 at the line. We've had so many different leaders this whole race. And I think everybody within the top 7 has led a lap.
The baby in that 54 going 3 wide to the high line.
I mean, if Rick not where he wants to be, middle of 3 wide, can he hold on to it?
That 54 car, the baby got into the wall. Trouble, turn 4, Uranus around.
We're gonna check.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. And is that who I mean, I was kind of expecting it. NASCAR baby gets caught up in it as well. Are they gonna call it? We're gonna find out. Rounding out of turn 3, coming out of 4. Or no, sorry, out of turn 2. These corners are so confusing in the rain, Keith.
Here
this
comes
is true.
Vanilla.
We're still racing to the line for caution. Oh my God, are we gonna...
In the Camaro, we're gonna see it. His skin's gonna get it. Oh!
Got it.
Soldier takes it. Under caution. Now, the real question is, who's gonna pit and who's not? Who fueled heavy and who didn't? As
really sideways.
We're gonna see in a second.
Oh!
Rick sent. That 11 car has just been all over the place.
And we've got the replay up for NASCAR baby here. Oh man!
Oh, and, oh my!
Who was that?
Man. That was Uranus in the 75. that looked so much like what Soldier was going to do to Rick coming out of the tri-oval during his wreck. I mean, that was a missile.
Oops.
This is going to be interesting. Who's going to be pitting?
Who's going to do it?
Looks like Hawk's coming in. Got DeBaby, Axe, Canes, Uranus, NASCAR baby. So 6 cars coming to pit road here.
I mean, obvious Canes pits. I think he's had 7 pit stops this race. But unsurprising, with 11 to go, that nobody at the top pit.
Yeah, when you're right, Canes has made 7 stops today.
I mean, and as far as hard charger, I mean, right now it's vanilla, but Skins also. If Skins can pull off the win, he 100% has hard charger.
I know everybody's been talking about the championship, but how about that point spot between Billy and Skins? Billy's not racing tonight, so Skins is in a really prime opportunity to move into that 6th spot in points and maybe even get into the top 5 at season's end.
Yeah, absolutely. With Jumpin' being out this race, with Mikey also being out, gotta wonder, can Skins potentially be in the top 4?
So we're looking at it now. So Skins is 157 points back. What is the number of points for a win? Just a win.
Just a win is 185. However, if you get the 2 bonus points for hard charger and run the fastest lap, that is max points of 188.
Gotcha. So right now, Skins is hoping that Rick gets wrecked out in the last lap. And he's hoping that he beats mean Billie Jean by at least 2 positions. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
Got it.
Oh, Secret Soldier did not get going on that restart, guys.
And we are green.
We are back green.
Jumping in with Vanilla up here on the high side.
Skins did not get the jump he wanted back in 6th. Vanilla taking it way high. Gonna bring Secret Soldier with him. Rick in the middle of 3 wide. Position he's been in before.
Don't look now, but Gavin in that 56 is up here. He's running in that 4th spot.
Gavin, insane finishes. He's had 5 consistent in a row top 10s. He's looking for another. I think he's guaranteed it.
Scar Baby lost the draft again. That 9 car is struggling tonight.
I concur.
You gotta wonder if NASCAR is also running the wrong tune here.
Forza really trying to
stock.
Run some dangerous moves right next to the wall.
A lot of drivers looking for their first win.
I don't like this. The guys racing for 8th, they're 3 wide. I think that's Axe, Andy, and Exotic. I do not like what I'm seeing back there.
As Trix getting into the wall. You know, he's been hanging out up next to the wall a lot, getting into it quite a bit.
I swear, Keith, we're about to see 4 wide. Vanilla into the wall. We're gonna see 4 wide by the end of this. It's gonna be real close.
Still 3 wide at about 6th.
Wow.
Forza giving Baby the bump. I mean, Vanilla got pushed back. It's not over.
What's going on with Andy?
7 to go.
7th place.
7
Andy
to go.
has nowhere
Andy
to go.
getting a bump on the bottom.
I mean, we are in a traffic jam, bumping, running.
This is the jam of all jams.
This looks like I-95 outside of Daytona right now.
You might as well come on and slam. It's welcome to the jam time, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and that's what
The
I
baby.
thought. Forza and Baby get sent back into the wall. They're going to lose the draft.
100%.
As we close, 6 to go.
Vanilla Cummins back there at the back. I mean, that's one of the things, man. Running that third line up high is such a risk. You have to have yourself positioned to be able to make a move. You do not want to sit in that high line because you're not just worried about your own mistakes. You're worried about the mistakes of the person in the middle lane, but you're also worried about the mistakes of the person in the bottom lane. If any one of those three people has any sort of an issue, you're going to find yourself just like Vanilla Comes here, going from the lead back to 11th. If you're even able to stay in the
Absolutely.
race.
Secret Soldier's really trying to
Well,
make
it
a
is
move in that
possible
top.
as we see Blaze.
Whoa!
The 25 of Blaze got shot up and sent into the wall. We are absolutely going under caution.
Straight for that 25 car.
That 25 got sent.
I see the baby in that crash as well.
Oh my goodness.
With this caution coming out, we should be restarting with 2 laps to go, guys.
Oh man, that is
They're
not
still
what you wanna
racing
see,
to the
ladies and
line.
gentlemen.
Rick is the leader. Rick is the leader.
Are they gonna keep it going?
We can see here on the replay we've got, did he get
No.
loose? It is,
I could not tell you.
caution was
We
called.
see Blaze, kind of drop a little bit low, go right back up and hit. That looked to be Baby. No, that's not Baby. That would be Axe. Oh my goodness. I mean, that was no one's fault. But Blaze
Let's-
obviously not seeing where Axe was. and
Let's bring
just
Axe
getting
in. Let's
right
hear what
rear
he
hook
has to
into the
say.
wall. Now let's bring him in here. Blaze, this is Wind and Keith and Mikey in the booth. What happened?
I'm not sure. We just started to go 3 wide there, and I was trying to leave room down low, and got rear quarter paneled in the right, and just kind of got spun out.
Yeah, we're looking at the replay. You did give Vanilla room on the bottom, but Axe unfortunately came up on the top just as you were about to scoot back up, and he unfortunately got right rear hooked. Do you think you're still in this?
I don't know, man. I'm pretty far back here. If I get it, it's gonna be because of the last lap, right, for sure. So, but we'll still give it a shot.
All right, Blaze,
Well, we're
thank you very
pulling
much.
for
Not a problem,
Let's-
guys. Have a good one.
Let's get Rick in here, the dude that's been out front. What's been going on? What's his plan for the last 2 laps here? We're getting ready to go green.
Nothing but hope and praying, dude. Fucking, we'll see what we can do here.
I mean, we're gonna have this is the first green-white checker.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shootout for sure. I'm hoping Skins realizes that I need this a little bit more than him. We'll see.
Well, I mean, Skins also needs this too. He potentially, if he gets the win tonight, he could be in championship contention.
He's definitely gonna be a weapon at Miami. So, yeah, he does a little bit.
What is the over/under on Skins taking you out for his own benefit?
Definitely over.
All right, thanks for jumping in here,
He'll do it
man.
again. Thanks, guys.
Now, I do want to bring something up. First ever VRA green-white checkered. Unfortunately, someone not in it is Canes. According to my screen, he's a full 2 minutes back.
A Rick win is the last thing Andy wants to see right here.
100%. Andy not in the spot he wants to be.
And here's Canes trying to get that green green run. He's actually in the pack. Is he going to be able to stay
He's
in it? Is he going to be able to hold the draft?
Great,
Is he
great
gonna
jump,
hold?
Rick.
He's gone. He's not in it.
Rick and
Rick
Skins
got a
might
great
be
jump at
teaming
that
up on
restart.
this.
But
Orion is still in it.
The three we dealt with last time: Skins, Gavin, Rick, newcomer Orion, Secret Soldier, previous racer here, did decent. We're gonna see if he can hold on. Real Tricks on the
Vanilla,
bottom,
guys.
still coming back up.
Don't count out Vanilla, guys. He's up there in 6th.
Vanilla wanting hard charger points to steal away from Gavin and Skins. Gavin currently hard charger, 17 spots gained, did not qual.
Back
As-
in 9th, guys.
We come up
White flag.
on the white flag. We are white here
White
at Daytona,
flag.
under the lights, under the rain. Rick out front. Skins pushing him as Vanilla comes up on the outside. How is...
3 wide, turn 1.
Trouble, turn 2. Soldiers around. Big
Oh!
one. Big one.
Big
We're
one
gonna
in the
run
back.
it.
Racing to the
Oh
line
my
on
God,
last
that was
lap.
everybody.
Uranus in it. Pancake in it. Secret Soldier in it. Denver Maid is in it. Trix is in it.
Andy survived. That's all that matters to him right now.
Andy,
is did he
Andy and
survive?
Rick are gonna race back to the line.
Here we go. Coming
Oh,
to
it's
the
gonna
line.
be close. Here we go.
Gavin!
Rick.
Gavin
Just
to the
like
green
first
line, no on the
run.
bottom. Gavin Inner wins it.
Later wins it.
Wow,
What a finish, man.
What a finish.
Oh my goodness.
Half a tenth.
Wow.
Gavinator absolutely taking hard charger. 19 spots gained.
Hey guys, you guys want a points update?
Yeah.
Andy with a disappointing 12th place finish tonight. You Canes, because of the final big one, gets 11th. Canes stays alive heading into the finale at Homestead, guys.
Wow.
So you're telling me the man who had 0 chance of winning this race at the beginning gets pretty much close to a 11th spot. I mean, what a finish from Canes.
100%.
Rick finishes 3rd, Canes 11th, Andy with a very disappointing 12th tonight.
Look at this, guys. Gavin up 19 spots.
Wow. I'm pretty
Holy
confident
cow.
that's Hardest Charger.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much hard charger. Oh,
Wow.
man. Gavin, unfortunately, not within point contention. But Rick, I mean, he is right there with Andy.
Let's take a quick second and see some of these replays here, because
100%.
we had
On board with
Vanilla,
the 88.
yeah, 88, jumping up there, trying to take it 3 wide for the finish. What a finish, man.
I really want to see Gavin's point of view. How did he do that?
Let's look at Vanilla. So 3 wide on the bottom.
Wow.
4 wide. 4 wide to finish it. On board with the 11 car in Rick.
Gavinator with that move down low,
Gavin.
man.
Got pushed so far down low. Vanilla just about.
Let's see what
Just
Skins is
about
looking at
4
here.
wide. Holy cow. On board 14 of Skins.
So
Holy cow.
wow.
What a finish.
What a fantastic finish, man. I mean, there were so many people still in it right there at the end.
I mean, that was... Gavin
Orion had the lead
best.
until Rick and Gavin both put the move on him.
Gavin got pushed by the baby. Like, watch him come up.
What a finish, man! Oh my god!
That was so clutch.
Look at this. We don't have the splits there.
We've got... Oh my goodness. That was at least the top... Shoot, the top 10 within a second of each other.
Crazy. Just crazy.
And the top 5 within, like, half a second. At least.
That was such a badass move that Gavin
Holy
just
crap.
made right there.
Dude. I mean, for the win, like, oh my god.
Well, why not? Let's... I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, the man got eliminated last week off points, and now he's coming back with a vengeance. I mean, absolute insane race from him.
I cannot believe what I just saw, guys.
Let's bring Gav in, man.
And let's bring tonight's winner, Ex-Gavinator. Man, how are you feeling? Not only getting the win tonight, but also getting Hard Charger.
I want to cry right now, dude. I cannot believe I won that race. I don't know if you guys could hear me in the chat, but I was literally screaming, "Go!" Yes, I was like, "Oh my gosh, dude!" This means so much to me. I had to fight through a lot. I think I wrecked twice. A lot of new guys are in, so some people didn't understand the rules fully. There were a lot of aggressive moves. Oh my goodness, it took... half of this took luck.
What laps were you involved in Rex about winning the race?
I don't fully remember.
Fair.
I remember being in a single car crash at about lap around 50, and then we got a caution for something else, which saved my ass a bit.
So, what did you do to position yourself from the very beginning of the race to be able to find yourself with us right now at the top of the podium?
Well, I wanted to just stay in line with people I could trust, like Rick, Skins, guy that have done this plenty of times. For that last restart, I figured Rick was going to take the top, and I wanted to be in line with him and Skins because Orion, I don't know what's up with him, but for a lot of those restarts, he was just not going. He was controlled car at least 2 or 3 times, it just didn't go. One of those instances, I was on the outside, and I tried waiting for him. I tried hiccuping my throttle, but he just didn't go. I don't know if he was slipping tires or what. But I stayed with Rick and Skins, and then he was still rolling, and the bottom line opened, so I took it. And it was either with 1.5 laps to go, or in the half lap, I made a run to his inside on the backstretch, but he ended up blocking it. Fortunately, I was able to get the run on the bottom off of turn 4, and I barely got it over the line. I was watching it back on the broadcast, and man, I don't know if it can get any closer than that.
100%.
And I'm ecstatic right now. I cannot believe this.
Fantastic, man.
It's Mikey. Hey, Gavin, it's Mikey in the booth. Attaboy, man. Great job.
Thank you, dude. Hate that you weren't there. Really unfortunate. Oh, man.
What, how do I even say this? When did you start setting up the move to be able to get around Orion for the win?
Well, to be honest, I wanted it to happen sooner than later so that I can be in position. But at the same time, I didn't want to force 3 wide too late because I wanted everyone to be, just trying to prevent an accident. I want to make sure we all like make it to the line. I'm not sure what happened in the last lap. I'll have to look back later, but it was. I mean, Orion left the lane open. I took it, kept it above the double yellow lines, and barely got it over the line. I mean, it was just perfect timing is what that took.
100%. I mean, it looks like Orion
Oh
wound
my
up
goodness.
lifting up just above you enough that you could sneak under right on that yellow line to be able to
Yeah.
make that move. It seems almost that Orion unfortunately just left the door open. I mean, I don't know if you've seen this from Orion's perspective, but
Yeah.
it was such a close finish.
I can tell he wanted to bring it down a little bit, and I don't know if he's here listening, but I gotta thank him for it, at least now or later on, because if he would have like came down or like cut me off or whatever, that would have slowed both of us down a lot. He probably would have gotten turned, and Rick probably would have gotten the win. Hell of a paint scheme, by the way. I love that Sterling Marlin /
100%.
Truex paint scheme he's got going on. There was a lot of questionable moves I saw during that race, but overall, I think that was fantastic.
Awesome. Well, Wendy, do you have anything to add here with our Mario's Hard Espresso bottle winner for Daytona?
I mean, one of the big things that really was shocking to everyone really was the rain.
Yes. Oh my
100%
God, that was
rain.
actually that helped me actually because I was one of the people who had problems bottoming out. I probably had it the most. It just kept happening and it was making me mad. Gotta thank Rick for putting that rain in. But that definitely evened the playing field, and I mean, to be honest, if it weren't for that, I would not have won this race.
Absolutely. One other thing I would like to mention before we let you go. Definitely were a lot of wrecks tonight. Definitely some were penalty inducive. Do you feel as if any of your wrecks were penalty worthy at some point?
Well, I hope not, because there was one caution we had that looked really bad. Me and Aluminum got in together. He was on the bottom, I was on the top. There was a car or two. They got too high towards the wall. They were checking up, and I was just caught in between, trying to be in the middle or check up for that top line. But I was stuck on to the left rear corner of the car in front of me and ended up getting drugged down into Aluminum, which created that big pile up. I tried keeping it as clean as possible. Hopefully none of my moves were too over egregious or trying to wreck anybody. I was just trying to stay out of everybody's way.
Well, either way, man.
That's all I got, I guess.
We'll see what happens with the penalties whenever they come. Do you have anybody to thank for this victory?
Definitely Orion, Rick, and DeBaby, I think, who was pushing me from behind coming towards that finish. Thanks to Orion for keeping it clean, and Rick as well. I don't know how many races Orion has won with us so far, but congrats to him on P2 and congrats to Rick on P3.
100%. Thanks so much, Gav. Congratulations, dude.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Honored to be here.
We have had some amazingly close racing, but I haven't seen a finish that close with that many people almost with the opportunity to take it in a while.
100%. I mean, I'd say the last time we had that kind of finish was the last time we ran Daytona, when we ran it 3 wide, when Mikey was actually there.
I was there. I remember that race too. I was in a drag race with Andy coming out of 4, left the bottom open for Canes, and he was able to sneak by and win that thing.
Nice.
Exact same thing happened.
Let's bring in the man who I feel set the podium in second place, Mr. Orion.
In second place, Mr. Orion.
Mr. Orion, this is Wind and Keith in the booth. How do you feel? I believe this is your first race. How do you feel coming out in second place, potentially getting the win in your first VR race ever?
It's great for the first race. I mean, I had 2 lanes of block. I couldn't do much. It was a great race.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, what do you feel like happened in the last lap there? Coming out of turn 4, you had the low line, and it looked like you tried to go up to block Rick instead of blocking Gav.
Yeah.
And
I seen Rick.
Go ahead.
I seen Rick coming up. I was going to try to go up there, try to block him, but then Gavinator come down lower. Couldn't block both of them.
I feel like in a NASCAR sanctioned race, Gavinator probably would have been penalized because he was absolutely on the yellow line coming around you. But in the VRA, that is not the case as long as you are within what is considered track limits. With 2 tires, you're still in, and unfortunately, your block didn't hold.
Yeah. It was a great race.
I've got to ask, what did you do to be able to position yourself for the possible win right here? I mean, you wound up, this is your first race with us, correct?
Yes.
And you wound up getting the strategy right to have yourself at the right place at the right time. Tell us, what did you do?
Watching tires, gas, pitting at the right times. And once I knew I had 20 laps of fuel, by lap 70, I knew I was good. I was good.
Nice. So what was your strategy when you started, and how did that change through the race?
Just play it safe. Try to stay clean. Wash the wrecks.
Were you involved in any wrecks?
No.
All right. So you were running the Camaro. What tune were you running for this race today?
Tune is by Jarhead.
Oh, okay. Awesome. And apparently it was enough to keep you up front for when it was important. Did you run into any issues through the race where you found yourself at any sort of a deficit?
The only time I had problems when I was about to run out of fuel and I just shot it into pits, but it was still good. Worked out for me.
Copy that. Do you have anybody that you'd like to shout out in for today?
Rick and Gavinator, they ran good.
Weird. Wendy, do you have anything to add?
Well, I asked Gavin this. How did you feel after the rain had started, after the caution had come out?
I knew once the rain started, I knew I had to get to the pits quickly to put wet tires on.
Alrighty.
You heard it there.
Obviously, a great showing for Mr. Orion. Second place tonight. Could have walked away with the win. Unfortunately, just got the wrong bump at the wrong time. But overall, great performance tonight. We hope to see you
on the podium
see you
again.
back for next season.
Fantastic, man. Thanks so much for coming out. Congratulations on second place.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I do unfortunately think that, due to the circumstances that happened previously, Rick is absolutely getting checked out by medical professionals.
I mean, he broke his neck at least on 4 different occasions.
I mean, we're dealing with at least a concussion, possibly herniated discs, at least a broken arm and a broken leg.
We've really got to ask ourselves, is he going to be fit to be in a race car next week for Homestead for the finale. Mikey, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm still here.
So let's take a second to go back over the points. Where are we at with points right now? Did Rick take the lead with this win?
Let me find out. Yeah. Let's talk about just the championship as a whole.
Yeah.
You know, Andy looked like he was gonna have a good finish tonight. Was running up in the top 10, top 5, but I believe Andy got caught up in the final lap, big one coming out of turn 2, and that really cost Andy a lot of spots in the championship. You know, I was saying if Andy had a good finish tonight, he was probably gonna run away with the championship next week, but that was not the case. Even though he didn't win, Rick did exactly what he needed to do tonight. Ran up front, dominated. Didn't get that win that he wanted, but does finish third, does gain a significant amount of points on Andy in the standings. And how about Keynes? How about Keynes tonight? I mean, he was running in the back all race, and he got super lucky in those last 2 laps with the big one coming out of turn 2. Finishes 11th, 1 spot ahead of Andy. You know,
Crazy.
Certainly still not the night that Keynes was looking for, but he does gain a few points on Andy. It at least keeps Keynes in the conversation heading into next weekend's finale at Homestead.
Honestly,
but, you know,
that is one of the biggest stories of this.
Drivers,
the fact that he was able to keep himself in, that's crazy. That's just insane.
Yeah, but as for the other 2 drivers, myself and Jumpin, obviously me having a terrible qualifying session, missing on the race. Jumpin didn't even attend the race at all, so he's not even going to get points for tonight.
Yeah.
So after tonight, takes the 48 and 53 teams out of the championship contention heading into next season's finale. And of course, Billy Jean not racing tonight, that takes him out of the conversation. So Skins, despite having a decent finish tonight, you know, didn't have the chaos that he wanted to have tonight. So that pretty much also takes the 14 out of it, any slim chance he had of the championship. So really heading into next weekend's finale, it's really down to those 99, 33, and 11 teams.
So what I'm hearing from you is that our 5th place finisher for today, Skins, was 7th in the championship, 157 points behind Andy. He didn't make enough points with a 5th placed finish to keep himself mathematically in the running for the championship going into our final round. Is that correct?
Correct. I believe Skins was 157 points back, so like going by the Winston Cup format that we use, he was about a race and a half. And that's assuming that, you know, Andy starts the final 2 races, which he more than likely will. So using that logic, Skins would be a race and a half behind Andy. And while Andy had a bad finish, well, not technically bad, but he had an underwhelming finish tonight. Skins is not going to make up enough points on Andy to really get into that conversation. And even if he did, he'd still be a long ways back. Like, it would take an almost impossible scenario next weekend to have Skins bring home this championship.
Got it. So we see Andy wound up finishing 12th. What are the points that you received for 12th place?
Going by the Winston Cup format, you get 127 points. So Keynes finished 1 spot ahead. He gets 131. So Keynes will gain about 4 points on Andy heading into the finale. So heading into next weekend's finale, Keynes should be 3rd, about 34 points out of the lead.
Wow.
Rick finishes 3rd, so he gets 165 points. So let me do the math here. And Rick also gets that bonus point because he did run the fastest lap tonight.
Oh wow! What was the fastest lap here?
It was a 42.127, I believe.
Jeez. That is flying in a Camry. A 42.1 in a Camry, and with the rain.
So doing the math with Rick's 3rd place finish and the fastest lap and Andy's 12th place finish, Rick is going to gain 39 points on the lead. That is huge.
Wow. So that puts him within 20 points.
Yep. So doing the math heading into next weekend's finale, Rick is only going to be 2nd in points. Get this, just 12 points out of the lead.
This is close.
And Keynes is going to be 34.
The fact that Keynes kept himself in this is just so crazy. I mean, Go ahead.
Both Andy and Rick will control their own destiny next weekend. If one of them wins the race, they are also the champion.
Got it. Wow.
Man. It's come down to this.
Well, you know, we've had so much action happen today. We have unfortunately neglected our friends over at Mario's, and that's not okay. Because they do so much for us here, and they put the show on, they make it happen, and they've given us this lovely code to be able to buy their delicious family recipe of their Hard Espresso. This was a family recipe that they used to make as a tradition for every Christmas, and everybody in the family looked forward to it so much they would hold on and relish that bottle and try to savor every drop for each year. And now we here at the VRA have the opportunity to get 10% off and buy it whenever we want. Mario didn't even give that to his family while he was with us, but now we have the ability to enjoy it year round, and I can't say enough how much that brings me happiness.
Absolutely. But thanks to the kind folks over at drinkmarios.com, we have been sponsored, and we appreciate them so much. And by using the code down below, VRA10, that's code VRA10 at drinkmarios.com, you get 10% off the purchase. And who doesn't love 10% off a purchase?
I love 10% off.
I'd love 10% off. Mikey, do you love 10% off purchases?
Not 21 yet, but yes, I do.
Great answer. You know what? That's the respectable answer for somebody who's not 21.
And with that, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Mario's Hard Espresso series running Daytona with his fantastic finish. I'm Keith DeJones 430.
And I'm X-Windy.
I am Mikey. Thanks guys for letting me join the booth tonight.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to take us out.
Let's do it.
Appreciate y'all for joining us here on the VRA Twitch channel. Join us next week, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, as we encounter the final boss of what is Miami. Homestead Miami Speedway. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Bascar VRA Twitch channel, my Twitch channel, XXRoomWind, XXXWindy. Pre-race show up at 5 Eastern, people. 5 Eastern. Watch it. You'll get a lot of information beforehand, before me and Keith start talking. But appreciate y'all. VRA10, drinkmarios.com. We appreciate Drink Mario so much. 8 Eastern, Homestead, Miami. We'll see y'all there. Peace out.